Hello, Yankees fans. There's a lot happening in the Bronx right now. And today we're diving into the latest moves and strategies that could shape the team for the months ahead. One of the biggest questions on everyone's mind is just how far the Yankees are willing to go in pursuing free agent pitchers. With the current rotation, there is some flexibility, but the team clearly needs reinforcements, especially if they plan to move one of their top starters into the bullpen. Adding a second arm in a similar role would strengthen the team's depth, which is something the Yankees have been evaluating very carefully. It's not just about signing a big name. It's about finding pitchers who can fit into the rotation and contribute immediately while keeping the team competitive throughout the season. Recently, the team experienced a setback in their pursuit of Edward Cabrera. Cabrera ultimately chose to sign with the Chicago Cubs, and for Yankees fans, this was disappointing news. Many had expected the Yankees to be major contenders for his services, but reports indicate that they were never really in serious contention. Despite this, the need for additional pitching remains clear. The organization is willing to explore other opportunities, including trades, to strengthen the roster. Names like Sandy Alcantara are still out there, and while they may be difficult to acquire, the Yankees have options and are carefully evaluating what will make the most sense for the team both on the field and financially. Right now, the focus appears to be on pitchers in the lower to mid-tier range who can immediately slot into the rotation and provide stability while the team manages injuries and workload for its starters. One factor influencing these decisions is the expected return of Garrett Cole over the summer. Once he is back, the Yankees will effectively have a six-man rotation to manage. But until then, there's a need for reliable arms to handle innings and maintain consistency. Injuries and workload management have been major concerns in recent seasons, so any addition must be capable of stepping in without causing more instability. There's a lot to consider, from salaries to contract length, and the front office has to balance these factors carefully. This is particularly true when comparing potential signings with other teams also in the market for starting pitching, such as the Mets, Cubs, Braves, and Angels. The competition for these arms makes strategic planning even more important, as overpaying for a pitcher could limit flexibility elsewhere. Several pitchers have emerged as possibilities. Lucas Giolito, for instance, had an impressive season with the Red Sox before suffering an injury late in the year. While he is not a strikeout-heavy pitcher, he consistently manages contact, creating outs through ground balls and flyouts, which is exactly the kind of skill set the Yankees value in a rotation starter. Giolito has been linked to the team previously, and his combination of experience and reliability makes him an attractive option, though his injury history is something the front office would weigh carefully. At the same time, other pitchers like Zach Gallen and Zach Liddell have shown potential. Gallen has faced challenges in recent seasons, but could benefit from a change of scenery, returning closer to home and joining a team that can provide the support and coaching necessary to get the best from his abilities. Liddell, meanwhile, has quietly delivered impressive numbers, showing remarkable consistency and the ability to handle a significant number of innings without a high strikeout rate. His efficiency and reliability make him a strong candidate for a short-term contract that could stabilize the back end of the rotation. The Yankees are also mindful of how contract size and duration impact their strategy. While high-profile pitchers like Amber Valdez or Ranger Suarez might seem tempting, their contract demands are beyond what the Yankees are willing to offer. Valdez and Suarez are seeking larger, long-term deals, which the Yankees generally avoid for mid-tier pitchers due to the risk of limiting flexibility elsewhere. Instead, the team appears to be targeting pitchers who can contribute effectively for 1 or 2 seasons, providing immediate value without locking the team into long-term commitments that could constrain future moves. This approach reflects a broader philosophy of balancing talent acquisition with financial prudence, ensuring that the roster remains competitive across multiple seasons while addressing current needs. Pitching depth is particularly critical given the Yankees' history of injuries among key rotation members. Luis Severino and Domingo German, for example, have both missed extended periods due to injury, highlighting the importance of adding dependable arms. Similarly, younger pitchers like Clark Schmidt and J.P. Sears are promising but may not yet be ready for full-time starting roles, making veteran additions even more valuable. An innings-eating pitcher like Liddell or Gallen can serve as a bridge while Cole and Verlander regain full health, providing stability without placing undue stress on the team's other starters. These strategic moves could allow the Yankees to maintain a competitive edge in the early and mid-season months, which are often pivotal in positioning the team for playoff contention. Another key factor in the Yankees' approach is the ability to manage off-speed pitching and adjust strategy according to what works best for the team. Pitchers who may not dominate with velocity, but can control contact and navigate the strike zone efficiently are valuable in the context of the current roster. The team has confidence in its coaching staff to develop these pitchers and enhance their performance, particularly in situations where managing runners and inducing weak contact is essential. This is part of a broader approach to pitching that emphasizes consistency and reliability over raw talent alone, allowing the Yankees to maximize the effectiveness of each arm on the roster. In addition to the rotation, the bullpen remains a critical area of focus. The Yankees are exploring options for moving starters to bullpen roles and adjusting innings distribution to manage workload throughout the season. This includes careful monitoring of how pitchers perform in different situations, ensuring that the team maintains depth in case of injuries or unexpected struggles. By strategically integrating new arms and balancing rotation and bullpen responsibilities, the Yankees aim to create a pitching staff that is resilient, adaptable, and capable of maintaining performance, even under challenging circumstances. Continuing with the Yankees' pitching situation, one of the most intriguing options under consideration is Zach Liddell. Liddell may not have the high strikeout totals that grab headlines, but his performance last season demonstrates a level of consistency that any team would value. Pitching nearly 186 innings, he managed a low whip and a solid earned run average, showing that he can handle a heavy workload while keeping opposing batters off balance. His reliability makes him a strong candidate to slot into the rotation immediately, providing innings without the risk of overexposure or inconsistency. For a team like the Yankees, who often need to juggle starters due to injuries or heavy schedules, a pitcher like Liddell is exactly the type of solution they need to bridge gaps and maintain competitive form. Lucas Giolito remains another top option on the Yankees' radar. His experience against high-caliber lineups, coupled with the ability to manage contact rather than rely solely on strikeouts, offers a different type of pitching skill set. Giolito has demonstrated in past seasons that he can neutralize opposing offenses by inducing ground balls and controlling at-bats efficiently. While injuries have been a concern, the Yankees' medical and coaching staff are confident in managing workloads and recovery to maximize a pitcher's effectiveness over the course of a season. Bringing in Giolito could provide both depth and a level of veteran presence that can mentor younger pitchers coming through the system, while also giving the rotation a proven arm that can handle high-pressure situations. Zach Gallen presents a more unpredictable case. Gallen has struggled in recent years, but sometimes a change of scenery is exactly what a player needs to return to form. Returning closer to his roots and joining a team with a strong support system and proven coaching staff might help him regain the consistency he displayed earlier in his career. Gallen has the capacity to eat innings, which is a crucial asset for the Yankees as they navigate the first half of the season before Garrett Cole and other key starters return to full strength. Even if his strikeout numbers are not what they once were, the ability to pitch deep into games while limiting damage can be invaluable. The Yankees have historically been willing to bet on pitchers with potential upside in familiar surroundings, and Gallen fits that profile perfectly. While evaluating these pitchers, the Yankees are also considering the cost and structure of contracts. Long-term commitments for pitchers like Ranger Suarez or Amber Valdez are likely off the table due to high salaries and multi-year terms. But Liddell, Giolito, and Gallen can potentially be signed to shorter deals that balance risk and reward. This approach allows the Yankees to maintain flexibility for future seasons while addressing immediate needs in the rotation. Additionally, short-term deals can create opportunities to evaluate performance and adjust strategy without committing large resources that could otherwise limit trades or free agent acquisitions. The front office is clearly taking a disciplined approach, aiming to strengthen the roster without jeopardizing the team's ability to maneuver in the future. In the context of the bullpen, the Yankees are exploring the possibility of moving starters into relief roles to better manage innings and injuries. This includes examining how pitchers like Luis Severino and Domingo German can be integrated into a rotation that may fluctuate based on health and performance. By creating depth in both the starting rotation and bullpen, the Yankees aim to avoid situations where injuries to one or two key pitchers derail the team's competitiveness. Each new addition, whether from free agency or trade, must be able to contribute immediately while offering the flexibility to adjust roles as circumstances change. This strategic layering of talent is essential to maintaining stability across the roster throughout the demanding Major League Baseball season. One of the challenges for the Yankees has been balancing performance with durability. Some pitchers may offer high-level talent, but have a history of injuries or inconsistency, which creates a risk for long-term planning. In this regard, a pitcher like Liddell stands out because he has shown the ability to maintain performance over a full season without significant setbacks. Giolito, while slightly more injury-prone, brings a skill set that is complementary to the existing rotation, particularly with the ability to manage contact and induce weak hits. Gallen, although a bit unpredictable, offers innings-eating potential and could thrive in a system designed to maximize his strengths. The Yankees' strategy reflects an understanding of these trade-offs and an emphasis on assembling a rotation that balances talent, durability, and flexibility. The market for starting pitchers has been unusually slow this offseason, with relievers being signed earlier while starters remain available. This presents an opportunity for the Yankees to act strategically and acquire a pitcher who fits their model without overpaying. Names like Liddell and Giolito may not be the flashiest options, but they offer value and stability, which are often more important over the long grind of a major league season. The Yankees are also considering minor moves, such as swingmen or veterans like Tyler Alexander, who can fill in innings and provide depth without requiring major commitments. This approach ensures that the team has coverage for unexpected injuries or fluctuations in performance among starters and relievers. Ultimately, the goal is to build a rotation that can withstand the challenges of a full season while maintaining the ability to compete at a high level in the playoff race. The Yankees are carefully analyzing each potential addition, weighing skill, health, and cost to make informed decisions that will strengthen the team in the short term and preserve flexibility for the long term. Bringing in pitchers like Liddell, Giolito, or Gallen could help stabilize the rotation, provide leadership, and ensure that the Yankees have options no matter what challenges arise during the season. Each arm added to the roster is part of a broader strategy to balance immediate competitiveness with sustainable success, a hallmark of the organization's approach to team building. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The mood around the rivalry could not feel more different, even if the box score is left aside. One clubhouse sounded restless. The other carried the quiet confidence of a team that believes its plan is unfolding. In the middle of that contrast, a whisper has begun to circulate in front offices and press rows alike. Bichette may be on the move, and his potential arrival could reshape an entire infield overnight. Sources close to the situation insist nothing is imminent, yet the idea alone has been enough to stir imaginations. Bichette's name has long been associated with bat speed, aggressive instincts, and a defensive profile that invites debate but also promise. The speculation is that a bold franchise, eager to change its internal dynamic, could see him as the catalyst for a reset. Adding a shortstop with his edge would not just be about numbers. It would be about posture, attitude, and a message to the rest of the league. Around the Red Sox, frustration has been palpable, and talk has turned towards structural change rather than short-term fixes. An infusion of star power in the infield would signal a willingness to challenge the status quo and rethink alignment, roles, and leadership. Executives are said to be weighing whether a high-impact move could stabilize a group that has looked unsettled in recent stretches. Across the rivalry line, the Yankees' environment feels lighter, almost anticipatory. Confidence tends to amplify ambition, and rivals paying attention know that momentum often emboldens decision-makers. Even if Bichette is not destined for pinstripes, the mere rumor underscores how aggressively teams are scanning the market for difference-makers. For now, it remains speculation fueled by timing and tension. But in a sport where one move can tilt narratives overnight, the thought of Bo Bichette stepping into a new infield has already begun to rewrite conversations long before anything becomes official. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.